Hey y'all, I am just going to make this a very simple vlog today. Just got a couple things that we're doing, bring you along, we'll talk a little bit, and then we're just going to cut it short. Kind of like a quick day in class, right? Let's do it. So the quail tractor here has not worked out exactly as planned, although I did suspect maybe there would be a couple of issues. First of all, the issue is too big. And I could reinforce this and spend a lot of money on like 45s and bracing the corners and all that, but the fact of the matter is it is PVC, and even though it's 2-inch and it's schedule 40, it's thick PVC, it still flexes too much. And really the only way to get around that is to either make it smaller or spend a lot more money on fittings to get everything right. And I just choose to, I'm going to choose to knock this down about in half, maybe even in thirds, but make this in half. After that, I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to make 2 tractors and go that route. And I'm also not going to do the whole thing metal. I will do maybe chicken wire on top. I would prefer hardware cloth just to not allow any snakes in, but I'm not sure what I have on hand. So I may go chicken wire on top, and then still part of it metal, although I may do the tarp thing. Tarps will sag and hold water, and I don't really want to do that either. Anyway, man, I am gabbing about this thing. Let's just move on. I've got some weed eating to do. These guys are fine by themselves. Let's go weed eat. So I've got a ton of weed eating to do. We've gone through the whole no-mow season of not cutting the grass, and Jesse told you about the no-mow situation up here on the hill. I've got electric fence all along the road. I just got so many issues, and I finally got my weed eaters. I had somebody else work on the weed eaters, got them up and running. So, you know, kind of like a short day in class, sometimes you get to watch a movie. Just sit back and be one of those sick people that watches somebody else work. And you're my kind of people, by the way. Try me out, I wanna stand down. I know you like to play games sometimes. Why don't you come my way? I know we were born to be children of our security, but I'll let you go first today. I'm sure you can tell the difference between where the tractor has been and hasn't. Maybe some people were a little bit confused on when I was talking about giving back to the land. This is what they do. They take care of all these weed seeds. They eat the grass for their own health, and they manure, and then we won't put them back on this ground probably at all this year. Let the ground rest, put all that nitrogen in there, and we just make our pasture better. Okay, can you see obviously where the chickens have been? What I'm doing behind them, it looks a little barren. I promise I'm only leaving them on there 24 hours. That's why I got to moving them 3 times a day. The last chickens we did is because it gets so barren pretty quick. Just in 24 hours they completely strip it. But what I'm doing behind all of this mess of chicken poo and them eating everything is I'm going back behind and I'm planting, bear with me with my camera, I'm planting clover. So I'm getting really excited about planting all this clover everywhere because it's a great nitrogen fixer. It obviously flowers. Mosquitoes, man, they are thick with this humidity. Where was I talking about? They fix nitrogen. They're great food source for all sorts of animals. They don't grow very tall, so bush hogging or mowing or anything isn't a huge issue. And obviously they create flowers for the bees. So I'm planting clover in a lot of spots, and so far it's coming up really well. Y'all, I've been out here like 30 minutes and I am just completely drenched. That is the downfall to this whole cool down. You know, we get here in central Arkansas, they say cool down. What it means is, yeah, the temperature goes down, but the humidity goes through the roof, and mosquitoes and everything are just in a frenzy, breeding and doing everything that they do. We've got this in nature, insect world, isn't it like the most brutal of all like living creature worlds? Check this clip out. This is a praying mantis eating a dragonfly from the gut while it's still alive. I mean, I wanted to stop it, but by the time I found it, it was too late. Anyway, all of the creatures right now, especially the insects, are just doing crazy things. I've seen so much this weekend of insects just being brutal. So yeah, brutal insects, brutal heat, brutal humidity. This has been a mess of a week, and because of that, you kind of got a weird vlog. I know, just watching me work and stuff like that. Kind of a different vlog than normal, but that's just been the kind of week it's been. It's just been hot and miserable, and we just got some stuff to do. So that's what I did. Anyway, we intend to spend a lot of time right behind me this winter. You can watch me cut down lots of trees and burn and make this into a pasture over the winter. We have a lot of projects coming. September is right around the corner. I'm hoping we start really actually getting a cool down. We'll just see what happens. But anyway, I'm gonna sign off, y'all. This is Mike with Square One Farms, and until the next video, we'll see y'all.